We are? Oh. Then what are we starting with?
Oh,
Us being live.
Oh my God. Welcome everybody back to another episode of No Bucks Given right here on the Horny Goat YouTube channel. It's episode 124. Can't believe we've been doing this for 124 seasons. Can you?
124 seasons. If I'm alive for that,
A million seasons.
100 years, Rick and Morty. 100 years, Horny Goat. What's up to everybody in the Chizad? You guys know what this show is about. We just talk about whatever is on our mind. We got a bunch of things. Most of it is, I'll give you a heads up, I think majority of it is wrestling related. So this will be
pretty much, yeah,
a wrestling heavy one. We'll be doing some other things in the background, the foreground, the foreskin, and up in your business. We got Heather, JP, and Basement here. It's fine evening. We done a triple whammy this on the channel. We had obviously our D&D session on Wednesday, which I'm still having a blast with, and I'm still hoping I haven't pissed anybody off yet.
no,
Okay, thank God.
Soon.
We're yeah, as I say, we're breaking records. And then we of course had HGGM mode. That was good times. And then we did a watch along of Bad Blood, which we'll talk a little bit about this fine evening. But how's everybody else doing? I know it's been a 24 hours or something.
That's probably why I'm so fucking tired.
yeah.
3 nights in a row, every day I'm working. Oh, God.
You're like, I'm tired, man.
Full last night today.
I love how I did that intro and did that in time frame. You're like, oh, that makes
it's adding up.
the light bulb just went off.
Makes sense.
I am a little tired. It's been a long day for football. Long day of football for us here. Good day, but it was a long day.
We also went bowling.
Also went bowling.
For Columbine.
Get out and do some exercise. That's our exercise for the week.
We tried to do apple picking, and the thing is that with apple picking, we're around like 5 fucking farms, so there's usually somewhere to go and be able to do it. Apples are usually, I think the apple picking season, I could be wrong here, but I think it's like end of August and then like September and then just like a little bit in October.
Yeah.
So we knew we were kind of cutting it close as far as possibly, not being able to apple pick. And sure enough, nope. They said they had a short season because it was so damn hot and we didn't have as much rain this summer, so we didn't get a chance to go apple picking. So my daughter was a little grumpy, Gus, but she was a trooper. And then we just said fuck it, and we went to the grocery store, bought an apple pie for like a fraction of what it would have cost us at the farm, ice cream, and we were good. That half of that pie is fucking gone.
I mean, the apple picking around here is prime right now.
No, it's because our climate's a little more different than theirs on the East Coast.
I get it. I'm just saying our apple picking is prime right here is prime right. I'm eating popcorn and I have a fucking kernel in my fucking throat. I'm trying to keep myself.
Man, you're getting so animated about apple picking.
Where?
Apple picking.
No. Well, like I said, I kind of had a feeling it was going to be a risk, risk in terms of the time frame, and all the signs even said, hey, we had a smaller crop this season than we usually are used to. We're sorry, blah 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 blah. So if everything was normal, they would have had still some apple picking availability. Yeah. But c'est la vie. Also, my pen, my fun little Penjamin here, you can't really see, broke, and so the actual pen itself got very hot, and it's not the pen that broke but rather the glass cartridge. And the reason I bring this up is because there's still stuff in there and I can't really put it down the right way because it's broken, and I'm like, well, can't waste it. I guess I gotta go through it all tonight. So if I quickly deteriorate, as if you didn't know what the fuck would have happened. What else we got going on in the Chizat? We got Alpha and Jurgen. What's going on, fellas? Make sure you hit that like button. Also, community post over on the community tab. Who won this week? Raw, SmackDown, or SmackDown?
God.
God always wins. Yeah, I have nothing to report, man, from last time I was on YouTube, which was like fucking 14 hours ago. I worked and I slept a bit. And here I am.
I did one of those things.
Same here.
Ready to go wild.
Watch some football, bowled a little bit.
I guess
Watch
real
more
quick,
football.
Watch more
to ca-
football. Drank
real-
all fucking day.
I guess real quick, kind of piggyback off the last stream. Generally, what do you guys think of Bad Blood?
Oh, well,
I ended up
I
giving it
thought
like
it
a
was-
5.5, I think.
I gave it a 6.5.
Yeah, that's what I think. I told you guys at the beginning of it. I was like, I don't know how to feel about this pay per view because it's very odd. It
was
flowed weird.
It's a weird card anyway. Like the way,
Yeah.
like, I don't think you could have. Like, there's no right way to book it. Unfortunately, the best part of the night for me ended in the first 40 minutes. And then after
Yeah,
that, it just like the matches were not very good after that. I'm just going to be completely
No.
honest. Even the one that should have been a bit better than it was, which I think is Finn Balor and Damian Priest, wasn't really that great either. Nothing really.
It's also hard to top.
You don't even have to top, but nothing came close. Like the women's matches, both of them were horrible. The other men's match, it was mediocre, and then the final match, just on paper, didn't look great either. But in actuality, it's. And I said this last night. It's starting to get frustrating where it's like tail of the tape. Oh, you're gonna have this last match, and it's gonna end in Marvel after credits.
Yeah.
Yes.
So fuck that shit.
But
5.5.
again, like I said last night, and I'll keep reiterating it, you are not going to put Roman Reigns on first. Not right now. Not right now.
Yeah, which is essentially why this pay per view was kind of
The only reason I again now I want to reiterate, I do not disagree, but I am telling you why. It's just a fact of life. Roman Reigns will be in the main event
forever.
Well,
Probably.
I don't think he'll be in the main event forever. If they can get past this once they get past this bloodline story, he will be. You may see him kick off a show.
He'll turn into what Cena did in his like second run, like his
Yeah.
second run through like the U.S. Open Challenge, shit like that. I second what Baseman said in terms of it was a weirdly booked show, but it also had like weird matches. I don't necessarily hate any of the matches, to be very honest with you. There was a clear distinction over which ones were better. That's I'm not going to disagree with that whatsoever. Hell in a Cell was leaps and bounds. The tag match I felt was kind of just like by the numbers. Like it was just all right. It checked all the boxes. It did what it needed to do. Jimmy coming back put a smile on my face. That was cool to see him and the reaction that he got. Rock.
I told you.
I'll
Did
get
sign language and left.
I'll get to Rock. I'll get to Rock in a second. But like, yeah, the women's matches weren't anything to gawk at, and Damian Priest and Finn Balor have done better before, so it's just kind of, yeah, it's a weird one.
Honestly,
I feel
I would have put that first, then Nia and Bailey, then Rhea and Liv, and then the Hell in a Cell, and then the tag match.
I think you're fucked no matter what. The problem is the whole event.
Yeah.
It almost felt like a Raw with the only thing that didn't deserve to be on a regular Raw or SmackDown was the Hell in a Cell. Everything else should have been on Raw.
and then there was the Crown Jewel announcement that they're gonna do women's and men's world champions and WWE champions facing each other for a Crown Jewel title.
Which I don't know how I feel about that. It's fine, whatever. But they unveiled this belt. What the fuck? Unless the belt's gonna be defended every time they go to Saudi Arabia,
That is exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's what I think is gonna happen.
But the problem is, if it's only, is the person gonna wear that belt for the entire year?
No. I think it's gonna be more like a like the Royal Rumble victory, where it's like, oh, they're gonna win this, but it's the same shit they did with the greatest Royal Rumble title.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which was absolutely horrible. So
Right.
yeah, didn't really
But
get
it's
me on
going
that
to be
one.
an ongoing thing.
I love it. Hold on, real quick in the chat. I love how Alpha and Jurgen are just like, hey, what's up? And then David pops in the chat and says the Carolina Hurricanes won the 2005-26 Stanley Cup
fact.
championship. And then Alpha's like, I'm not sure if that's the type of Hurricanes we're talking about.
We aren't even talking about fucking hurricanes. I don't know what the fuck Alpha's listening to.
That is fantastic.
No, it's it that.
I think he's just throwing a fun fact in there. Which
No, I know, but
one of the
just
topics is hurricane, the recovery shit from the hurricane. But like,
it's not anything malicious or ill
just
will.
funny.
It's just it was funny.
there is one thing that happened at Bad Blood that we didn't find out until later, and I think Heather brought it up.
Oh, the after the social
afterbirth?
media stuff. Yeah. So I saw the stuff with Cody, and then I only heard about 2/3 of it. But The Rock, I guess, cut a promo on his way back out.
I didn't see that. I only saw the
I didn't see
Cody
that
I
KO
either.
just
stuff.
seen it.
It was on
All
the
he
Instagrams.
all he said, all The Rock said was, "I will let you know when I am ready to let you know what I think of what happened."
Okay, cool. So I didn't miss anything. Okay, fuck it. So, and then the other one being the Kevin Owens attack on Cody outside the production truck.
I think that's what he's talking about.
Yeah. I love this stuff.
My question is, I hope it's not real.
No, it's not real. No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Mm.
Okay, so the way I look at this is it's a great way to market something without taking away from the show end that they had booked with The Rock. They're planting the seeds through word of mouth on social media,
Yeah.
which is huge nowadays. Anyway, people go crazy and talk about everything in wrestling anyway as soon as something ends.
And they're saving money on advertising because the people on social media are doing it for them.
I don't know, man.
It's very smart. I think exactly what you guys hit the notes on is that it's a way for them to tap into social media in a different way that allows them. Social media doesn't have a restriction, right? It doesn't have a window that you have to give this on. It doesn't get there's a little bit more freedom on social
It's also
media
a
and
slice
certain things.
like we said before, like the addition of these segments that add realism to the fake product
Yeah.
Yep,
are
that's
very
another one.
welcome.
Yep. Combine that with if something's red hot, you can use that traction on social media and then go viral. It's a win-win across the board, the marketability, the whole thing. So yeah, I hope they do. I hope they do this more. And to your point, Basement, it doesn't take away from
It's
what
its
just
own
happened.
separate thing being run by.
Yep.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with the pay per view, which is great.
It's overlapping storylines, which is
Well,
just
you know how
welcome
the
thing in the booking.
whole what I'm getting frustrated with. It was okay at the beginning, and now they're doing it way too much. Is that backstage to the ring bullshit? It's just getting overused.
Well, I didn't see it this one because we skipped a majority of the entrances.
Yeah, I didn't see that one either.
It might have happened at the PLE. I don't know.
It did not. I don't think.
Oh.
So
It's Jey Uso's the only one that does it now. It is nobody else. It is Jey Uso is the only one that fucking does.
maybe it's just part of his entrance now.
The thing is,
It is.
I'll be honest with you, is that these new things, at least for the time being, for me anyway, is such a welcome, refreshed change of the norm that I'm fine with them.
I agree with you. My problem is that they're going to. I guarantee it, they're going to overdo this shit.
They're trying. They're basically.
I'm sure they
making
will.
Jey Uso's entrance like Goldberg's, where
But
we're talking about shit like this.
But general, there's a creative freedom right now that they're trying out new shit, and I'll be honest, I'll be more than happy to forgive them for little nuances like this.
We were doing this shit, and then
honestly, the way I look at it is like there is a fine line with these things. You, 100%. I see where JP's coming from, and I do agree mostly with him. If you overuse these type of things, they become the tail of the tape. It just gets boring. It doesn't mean anything.
Agreed.
But if you do this 5-6 times a year, no problem with it at all.
No,
it's great.
The problem that is they've been doing this kind of thing. This isn't new. NXT does this all the fucking time.
But it's part of their show, is it not? Like it's during the show that they do these things.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This was just. So it's supposed to be someone that was at the event, saw this take place, and posted it online. They didn't
The
air it on anything.
WWE will bust a fucking nut and ejaculate all over themselves on Friday with this. I guarantee it.
Yeah, it's genius.
No, it's not. It's the same thing they do with everything like this.
What the Kevin?
The only thing that is different about this one is they did it before it happened on the show. Before they would hold off on showing this and they say, this is what happened on Friday. This is why Cody has a black eye.
Hold on. We're still talking about the Kevin Owens. Okay.
If I was sorry, go ahead, Connor.
No, go ahead.
If I was WWE and this is the angle I took, and I had it was leaked footage from a fan that caught this altercation, I would actually next week say it's been taken care of. I wouldn't actually talk about it too much. I'd say it's been taken care of internally, but you see that they're not okay in any interaction they have in the back.
Or just Kevin Owens is missing or something like that.
Like you basically don't go like, we're going to show you this TMZ footage we found last night. You don't show it at all. You don't do any of that shit. You just say
They better not.
It came to my attention that something happened back, or even him talking to Cody Rhodes or something backstage. To Triple H. It came to my attention something happened last night. I saw the video. We were on good terms about that, right? And then he just walks away. Something just alluding to it, but not like, let's spend the next 30 minutes dissecting the video.
Kind of making it taboo. Yeah, I mean, that would be a huge welcome change of pace. I don't think they will, but the reason I think that this was we already talked about the reasons why I think this is a cool idea, but you're right. If they overplay their hand with it too much, it can get boring very quickly. I'm not going to disagree with that at all. But the reason I like this is because this is also giving Cody an out of the bloodline situation for right now, if they choose to do so. They've obviously been, I think, and maybe you guys can agree or disagree with me. The way I see things right now, the way that the landscape is that Kevin Owens and Randy Orton are essentially going to be the two major challengers for Cody, or potentially the major challengers for Cody, to stall until Mania season. And figure out like whether it be Rock, Roman, or whoever the fuck.
I have a feeling they're planting the seeds for when it's champion versus champion. Cody takes the pin and loses because Kevin Owens hands it to the other.
1,000%.
Saudi Arabia, right? That's where.
Yep.
I'm completely fine with this. I like it because it's a change of pace. Yes, it is essentially the same thing they do on live television NXT, but it's presented somewhat differently, and that's the type of nuance that wrestling needs. In the wrestling, we've talked about this forever, JP. Wrestling is wrestling, but the what you can change is the way you present it, and that adds some sort of intrigue to it. That's why the new camera angles and the way that they started shooting things, now they got fucking
Shark Cage.
Bucky O'Hara there.
They literally did the Shark Cage match. Hell, look at a lot of the things that Triple H has been doing in terms of old being new again, with like the SummerSlam match with Seth as the referee. That was a rehashing of, the SummerSlam match with Brett, Shawn, and Taker.
Reminiscing of Brett and Austin with Cody and with CM Punk and Drew.
Yep. The strap match, the Shark Cage at Bad Blood yesterday.
Sakes, like the thing that we asked for forever. We don't mind having a Hell in a Cell. Just don't make a pay-per-view where you're forced to do it.
Literally the same time of year.
Exactly.
I was just it's funny. I was just thinking about that the other day, where like they got rid of the most of the themed pay-per-views, and I'm like, wait a minute, son of a bitch, they fucking did it, and no one noticed nor cared. It's like, haha, we still had a Hell in a Cell in fucking October, you assholes. And it's like, yeah, we don't mind it as much though.
That's because it wasn't called Hell in a Cell.
Right, exactly.
And the feud actually needed. It didn't need to be a Hell in a Cell, but it needed that. It could have been a steel cage or anything like that. Just needed that extra step from where they were going, right?
Yep.
So I mean, perfectly fine with me, and I'd be more than pleased if next year you don't see a Hell in a Cell.
I wouldn't. Yeah. Well, they got what I've been clamoring for, and I think they finally did, is they got rid of a lot of the gimmick named pay-per-views.
Yeah. Yes, that's what we're saying. But they replaced they're still essentially having them. But they're not named.
Well, yeah, because you know what? It's also a pay-per-view that they don't have to be in those pay-per-views. They're just a match that fit the whole theme.
Yeah.
Bad Blood can be any. You can have any kind of gimmick match in Bad Blood.
It does lend itself to having one, though. And I'd be
Exactly.
perfectly fine if this year's a Hell in a Cell, next year is a First Blood or some
TLC?
fucking thing
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Also, mad flowers to McIntyre and Punk. That was
Yeah.
that was a
He
very
took a
very good match.
Yeah.
There have been better. There have definitely been better ones, but I think I applaud their creativity with what some of the psychologically what they were able to pull off.
And on top of that, Abyss produced the match.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
The best thing I saw today was Ryback tweeting.
Ah,
Oh, it's almost like he's unsafe in ring. Because he busted him open bad, man. You saw the stitches on top of his
Oh my
head.
God, yeah.
Shit.
That was
rough-
brutal shit.
rough cut.
staple.
I think that like given the parameters of what they could and couldn't do inside of Hell in the Cell, they got very creative. I don't think they went too over the top. The beads still fucking crack me the fuck up as one of I see Drew as a winner. I don't care if Punk won. Well, I do sort of care that Punk won, but win, lose or draw, I think Drew's the winner in my book just for the fucking bead spot.
Yeah, and Jurgen, that's essentially what we saw, right? He wanted to see a feud ending with Hell in a Cell. And that's pretty much what
Yeah.
we're looking at here.
Yeah.
And that's the way it should be. The most extreme thing you can think of to end that feud should be the thing that ends that feud.
I think the last man standing would have been better. That's just me. But
In
didn't
some
they- didn't
cases,
they
that
do
would make sense. Yes.
That's kind of, I mean, that's that's a tough one.
I
That's a
think,
tough
yeah.
one.
I think last man standing in a Hell in a Cell would probably be the way to go.
Combining them would have been better. I think that either one of those could be seen as like feud enders.
Yeah.
This is the final, but I feel like Hell in a Cell is a bit more than yeah, they're about the same.
It
I
is
don't know.
what it is. But this thing, I mean, what Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes did here, if it's not real, I'm just saying that for argument's sake.
Oh, that's another rehashing thing too. We were talking about earlier about like the past being, brought back. I believe this is very similar to Dusty and Magnum TA situation.
Yeah.
Huh?
There was a rivalry, I believe, between Dusty and Magnum TA for the world title at one point, or being like they were working on it, where Dusty, Road Warriors, and Magnum TA were feuding with the Horsemen. I think Dusty was champ. And so obviously the Horsemen were the heels, and it became a thing where like Magnum TA had some contention with like Lex Luger and Dusty. It was a rehashing of like some friendship story that was going on, but I was noticing there were like seeds of that in what they're doing with Kevin Owens and Cody, where it's like, well, they're both baby faces, they're both friends, but then it's like, oh, he's making judgment calls, and then they turn on each other and da 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 da.
I just this stuff that they're doing here it's not new.
Right.
No. We just it was refreshing.
But it's good.
Don't hate it, but be careful doing it. You're gonna see this if Triple H will keep redoing something. The problem that I have with Triple H right now is he will not end a fucking story.
Well, he's got to fucking end CM Punk and Drew. I don't.
Yeah.
Does he?
Yes, there's nowhere else to go with it at this point.
Well, with CM Punk winning, that may not be the case.
I think I know what.
Okay, I would say I am 70% certain that feud is done.
I think I know.
mean,
I think I know where
I'm
Punk
hoping
goes
so.
next.
Huh?
I said I think I know what happens next with Punk.
He leaves?
He retires.
No.
I wish.
I think they're gonna
I can't
feed him
stand
to the. I think they're gonna feed him to the Gunt.
They're gonna feed him to Gunther?
Yeah.
Then why do it?
There's nothing else for him.
Because it's a way to get Gunther and the belt over more.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I can kind of see it because if CM Punk lost and then he goes against Gunther and loses, it's just not as he came out on top in a long rivalry, so there's a
I
bit
think
more
Gunther is a
there.
failed experiment.
I don't
I'm not
think
putting
so.
the belt on him. I'm not putting the belt on him.
I'm not putting the belt on Punk either. I don't want him anywhere near a title shot.
I don't-
Ever.
But
I
if you're
think
going to use him to
Gunther's
get
a-
talent, if you're going to use him to get talent over, I mean,
I don't think
Do
Gunther's a
they
failed
really
experiment.
need to do they really need to get Gunther over? I think Gunther is already as over as he's gonna get.
no. I'm not saying this is a necessity. I'm just saying I think that given the players on the field right now, depending on where you want to position them and have them kind of. The more so I'm thinking in terms of right now, a lot of booking that I would be doing is stalling, because you're stalling to get to Mania season, right? Which is like right around the corner.
Right. I don't know, man. I hear what you're saying, but I would not. I wouldn't do it.
Only time will tell.
Wait. There we go. What else is on? What else is on the
One other
docket? How
thing
about
came
them?
out of this PLE, and it's Triple H, our main man.
Oh God, this thing! I forgot about this thing.
I'm just gonna say this one thing before, and then I'm gonna shut the fuck up about it. I am so tired of this shit.
I am too.
Like, just pick certain things, and you see, people are just constantly looking for race issues. Just fucking stop, man. Because you take a look at WWE, and it's like, where are all the black people in the WWE? And it's like NXT is filled with them. No, we're talking about the main roster. Let's just shut the fuck up. Where are all the
Street
fucking
Profits are on TV every week. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and fucking Naomi are on TV every fucking week.
Wow.
But like, you don't even have to look at that, and you can look at other sports and say, well, where's the representation there? And people will say, well, this is fake, and you can kind of pick who's in there. Sure, there's a bunch of television shows out there that are just predominantly all black casts. I'm completely fine with that, because I don't give a shit. If you want to watch that, go ahead and watch it. But don't just stop with this fucking like witch hunt for like representation and making everybody racist because they don't have this or that. When a black person, like what Triple H said, I look at talent. When the black person's ready to be there, they'll be there. They had Bobby Lashley for a long time. They're gonna fucking the New Day. They had two of them were title holders, and they held the titles for forever. And in NXT, all their top talent is
Actually, all
mostly
three of them
black.
held a single title.
A bunch of NXT top talent is black, and they'll be moving to the main roster, and then you
Yeah.
have everything else.
Never held a title.
I just don't care.
What is this, Ring of Honor?
I don't believe Triple H's response was the greatest, because people are going to jump down his throat on it. But just stop, people, and that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, it's getting too much. I mean, there's race baiting and fucking everything now.
The thing that
There. Yep.
I'm choking over here.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see.
I still had to laugh. I'm sorry. It's more because he said bin to bin.
The thing that pisses me off is he says, I don't see color, and everybody says that is the most racist thing I've ever heard. But is it?
Oh, I've got some books for you to read.
Well, I mean, someone said Triple H doesn't see color, and they went, hey, look at the LWO, look at Hurt Business, and like, well, yeah, I guess they are.
Again, what is this, Ring of Honor?
Oh, God.
I mean, bringing the LWO back was largely Rey Mysterio's idea.
Okay.
People really got to stop digging
he's
for
pairing
shit.
groups together by color and therefore segregate.
I agree. Was Triple H's answer the best? No. Do we think that he meant anything ill will or malicious in any sort of like legitimate intent in any way, shape, or form of a race? Like, fucking stop. Like, no. Like, stop.
Well, what do you want him to say?
Just kind of like that. Color.
The race
colors,
doesn't matter. Just
yeah,
leave it
race.
at that.
Race doesn't matter.
Said.
Yeah.
He said he doesn't see color, which
there's nothing wrong with that.
It's not that there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, it's kind of.
it's not the best answer.
No.
I'll tell you that.
So it's the perfect answer because he was answering a question asked to him about booking people.
Right, but I'm saying is that like
it's purely just that line. I don't see color. He could have just
said,
all I care about is talent. That's it. Moving on. Done.
Yeah.
Because the amount of people that have already gotten up in arms about other people saying not, you don't see color, which means you don't see the experience behind the color of my skin or stupid shit that people go with like that.
It opens a can. It's
not the thing you say because it's already been said by a billion people and dragged through the mud for that very reason.
What up, Neos? Yeah, I agree with you. It's just that one line, and it's one of those.
I don't think it was the wrong thing to say. We can agree to disagree.
It's not the wrong thing to say. It's just not the best thing to say.
Yeah,
We-
I think that's
And I can
that's
understand he could have
probably
said just
accurate.
that one line, but then the next question is going to be, what do you mean by that?
He's like,
And he's going to say,
he's like,
well, what?
you know what? You're right. I hate fucking white people. Conference over.
I'm just saying.
We'll go back to
because I
Germany. They
know
know how
how
to treat
these-
us right.
I know how these fucking clowns are.
It's that.
Yeah.
It's
We'll
the
get
race
into a
bait
couple of other
bullshit.
clowns here in a little bit, but Jesus
yeah.
fucking Christ, man. Why does an answer, excuse me, why does an answer have to be so they baited him into saying it? 'Cause there
Eggshells,
was
man.
he
Land of
knew where it was
eggshells.
gonna go, so he just threw it out there. Because he knew where this answer was gonna go. They weren't gonna leave it alone until he said what he said.
I would just honestly, if I was Triple H, I'd be like, okay, look at the roster I have. Who do you want to see as the world champion, and tell me why you think it's a good idea. Which
I mean,
which
yeah,
which
that would have
which
been the
which
that,
black
that
which black
absolutely would have been.
wrestler that in their current persona, in their current role, should I magically turn into the WWE champion? Which one?
A lot of people would have sat there and said, "You had Bobby Lashley. He's not charismatic enough."
Well, I don't have him anymore, so these are the current rock wrestlers that I have. I think people it's like they don't watch the product because wrestling is hugely diverse.
Yeah,
With the amount of different ethnicities, cultures, and people that they have in there, like I can't believe people are looking at WWE and being like, "White supremacy,
not-
man, white supremacy."
It's not one of those things where it's like it's clickbaity, but it's almost like the inversion of it, where it's like it's people like grasping at the little tiniest little amount of thread of anything they can get their hands on and trying to just absolutely destroy, like just disrupt this whole fucking thing. Ugh, it's
In the
aggravating as
end,
fuck.
the more diverse the roster, the more money they will make because they market and sell to younger audiences.
yeah.
Why would you want to exclude a market?
Hmm.
Just these people are fucking race spitting whores. I hope they all get burned at the
They
stake,
are. Every one of them. Yep.
ruining the world we live in.
Now I heard what JP got an issue with Fightful.
Well, I always have an issue with Frightful, but
One of their writers
Could it be this one?
apparently, it's not the main guy there.
wow.
He's part of it, but he wasn't the one who issued the statement at somebody saying that they were a pedophile, a registered sex offender, and a pedophile. And when it came out that that was not true, nothing was done to rectify the situation in a proper manner.
So I'm not going to say it's this guy's fault.
I can't stand this guy though. To be honest with
Just
you.
to make sure I get this right, you're talking about a reporter who worked at Fightful.
Word
Who
made
work
a
currently.
a current employee or current reporter for Fightful.
Oh, I think he
Yeah.
should be unemployed. Number one.
Hold on, I just want to make sure I get this straight because brain deteriorating. Made an accusation that a certain individual was sex offender,
Oh, he didn't
pedophile.
make an accusation.
He flat out
stated
said,
it's
"You
fact.
are literally a
Okay.
registered sex offender."
Yep,
And
Turned
it
out
turns
that
out the
wasn't
guy that he was talking about was not.
right. Huh.
Uh,
Okay.
really?
Sean Ross
Journalism
Sapp,
telling
well-
lies? No way.
And then Sean Ross Sapp responded with, "Well, since you locked your DMs and this and that, and I can't speak to you, I'm waiting for my apology."
For what?
Excuse me?
Sean Ross Sapp reminds me so much of Dave Meltzer in certain ways. It's like, again, another guy where it's like the unpopular kid hanging out with the cool kids is what I get the vibe with this guy. Just because he speaks on wrestling and can be invited to some wrestling events, all of a sudden he's fucking as popular as Roman Reigns in his mind.
He's not the guy that owns it. The guy that owns it needs to do something. That's just my opinion.
Well, I mean, look how long it's been since any journalist has been held accountable for the fucking vile shit that they spew.
Yeah,
no kidding.
exactly.
Journalists are like referees. They're not held accountable for shit.
No, but I think that he should be held accountable in some way, shape, or form, whether it be termination or not, is kind of up for debate. But I think he needs to have some sort of punishment in some way, shape, or form. I got nothing against Sean, to be honest with you.
Sean isn't the one that should do anything about it, though.
Correct. I agree, because Sean's not the owner, as far as I know. But I like I said, I think that there should be some sort of some sort of action taken, whether or not termination. If it was me, I don't know.
I would suspend them, and if they continued their actions, then I would fire them.
Yeah, I mean that would be
I would
like a
promote
listen. This
them.
is like, yeah, asshole. Yeah. I don't really.
I mean,
know
I
anything
don't
else to say,
really,
though.
I don't really read anything from Fightful. I see certain things on Twitter, and the only thing I know about Fightful is Sean Ross Sapp, and the things I've seen with him and his name attached to them, most of them I'm like, what's this guy talking
Yeah.
about? But the rest, whatever. He's not like harmful or anyway. He's relatively harmless, but I just find him annoying as shit.
Like I said, I'm indifferent. Like I mean, we've interacted a couple of times way back in the glory days. Oh God, more like glory hole days. I got nothing good or bad, like nothing plus or minus, just very indifferent. Like he was cool with me, I was cool with him. So
I defended Sean Ross Sapp.
I think he's. I will say that I truthfully believe that Fightful is one of the more reputable sources out there. I'm not saying the best, but they're certainly up there as far as like if you're hearing some stuff going around like in the wrestling world, they're pretty good track record.
Yeah,
compared to others.
The only problem I have with Sean Ross Sapp is he defends things that don't need to be defended.
And he gets pissy when you try to counter his fact.
Yeah, he's very block first. No conversation.
Yeah, he is a block first, and then
I'm gonna put something out there that's divisive, and then someone's gonna argue with me, and I'm just gonna block him.
Yeah.
So he's not somebody with an open mind.
Ah.
Fuck him. Fuck him.
Bummer.
Yeah, I don't hate him because I've defended him on certain things. However, he is one of those.
I was waiting for you to say fuck him. I was waiting for you to say fuck him.
No, I think he's a really good reviewer of wrestling. I really, truly, honestly do. When I was, when I started, watching YouTube, because I didn't start watching YouTube until like 2017, right? So I was watching YouTube, and I'm like, well, I'll listen to this guy. He's the first one I ever listened to on reviews, because he had, who did he have on there? He had,
I've never watched, so I don't know.
He's had some pretty good. The people that he has had reviewing, like when I first was watching him, he's pretty good.
This is asshole. I remember his name was OK Fabe or something like that. Fucking dickhead. He was the worst.
You were on that show?
He was on Fightful, yeah. He wrote for Frightful for a little bit.
No, you were on his YouTube. Like after Raw, they would review Raw. I don't think he was. He might have been.
Yeah, you.
What? No. I did do some writing for them way back when in the early heydays. I wrote for a couple of them. I wrote for Sports Kita, Fightful, and No DQ when No DQ was hot, like when it was on its apex, I would say.
Yeah.
It was just a little it was just opinion column pieces. I think one of them was like I think the No DQ one I did was about like Daniel Bryan. This is like when Daniel Bryan won the title at Mania, and I wrote this like piece about like what that could do creatively for opening the doors for other things in the future and what you do with the titles and blah 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 blah. blah. Like kind of like fantasy booking, but also like think with your mind, man.
Right. Yeah,
Shut up, Eastman.
I don't. I think that when people come out and just put out fallacies just to get clout, and you work for somebody like that, and you're putting it out there, the owner of said brand needs to say something.
He needs to step in. Yes,
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Agreed.
He needs to sexually assault that journalist.
I mean, hey,
whatever rocks your boat, man. No
Wow, these
judgment.
are
the MJ,
These are some interesting policies here.
in there that MJF is getting.
Oh, he took a selfie of himself in a fucking gym bathroom mirror and said, "I don't play D&D." And then there's a picture. Joe Maglione himself posted his cover on Men's Weekly, where he sits there and goes, "I do."
But who's Joe Maglione? I don't.
He was.
When you see him, you're gonna want his Magnoli Cannoli if you're
He
talking.
was in a bunch of movies.
Yeah, he was on True Blood, and then he was also in a movie with Arnold
some movie
Schwarzenegger.
that I can't remember.
Yeah,
This is a problem with MJF. He is shitting on people that play D&D are the same people that probably watch wrestling.
And also,
Which is probably his point.
Just fucking acting.
yeah.
It's no different, but except for the fact that it's out of the wrestling.
I don't think
part.
he's legitimately shitting
No,
on
I
it.
think it's his
he's trying.
character. But
Yeah, I think he's trying to.
The problem with his character is
Okay, and that's fine. Okay, so
he's
that's
80s
fine.
bully is what he is.
That is his
jock
character.
bully.
But he needs to be careful what he is shitting on because of the people on social media. Okay, well, whatever. On social media, they'll try and get him canceled.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like in order for this world to be better, people just have to forget about getting canceled.
He'll
Just do what you want,
know.
say what you want.
He's the type of person who is I kin him almost in terms of the same idea with like Andy Kaufman-esque, where it's like
Yes.
he's the type where like I can see that he is right now like slithering through the waters, like he's knowing where to go and where to hit. But I think he's gonna get in trouble at some point. He's gonna keep going to the point where
I thought didn't he fucking throw beer on a little black kid?
No, it was supposedly actually it's supposedly liquor, not beer.
Yeah, but okay, so Triple H doesn't have enough representation. This guy's the friggin' Jewish man throwing beer on a little black kid, and it's like not racist.
But he's gonna push he's gonna cross the line at some point and be like, I apologize.
Like how else? What else could you, if that didn't cross the line?
But he's gonna just keep. He's just gonna keep going. He's
MJF
keep
beats
going.
his girlfriend half to death. I swear it was kayfabe. Bitch should have known I was in character.
Well, his girlfriend may be the fucking reason that fucking Britt Baker ends up leaving AEW.
Well, also I heard
Britt Baker. Honestly, Jesus Christ, she's so bad.
Alicia out. She's a fucking.
Hey, she was nice.
Is she though? I heard she's a bitch.
No, honestly, I've
word on the street.
Yeah, I interviewed her once, and I did a piece with Fight with TV with her. I don't think that ever made air. It was like a commercial kind of thing. But no, she was an absolute sweetheart. She was the exact same way as she was on camera.
Good thing I hated her on camera. No,
damn it.
I don't know.
No, honestly, she was very sweet.
She might be
again, very brief interactions, but she was very sweet. So I have nothing bad to say about her. And I did. It's funny because after I did the interview, I said, "Hey," I said, because I knew they were dating at the time, and I said, "Hey, Alicia, her and MJF," and I said, "How is it hard like with his character?" And she's like, "We make we make things work and blah blah blah." She goes, "But obviously, you know, he's an absolute sweetheart and da da da. I said, all right, cool. I said, I tell him keep up the good work. But no, she was awesome. So I got nothing bad to say about her.
Fair enough.
I heard she was a bitch.
I heard she was. I'm not saying she is.
I don't know anything about her.
But Britt Briacker and Adam Cole aren't together anymore, baby.
No, they are not.
No, really.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't either.
Were they married?
No.
They were.
No, they weren't. They were not married.
What happened?
Britt Baker thinks she's bigger than life itself.
He really let his teeth go.
I
She couldn't handle it.
don't know, man. I don't care enough.
I am with you 100%.
Where is Adam Cole? Is he that hurt?
He's playing Twitch on Twitch, playing games.
So he's twitching.
He's
Free twitching,
Him
yeah.
and Michael J. Fox just jamming out on the old SNES.
I don't. Is he ever gonna wrestle again?
Probably not.
My question to you is, does anybody care?
No.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Because I didn't mind him in NXT, but I'm like, man,
No.
this guy's ceiling, no pun intended, is short or small or low.
He was a big free agent when he first onto the scene at NXT.
I just never saw I didn't see star in him.
I did.
I did see solid high end mid card guy. The problem with him is I kind of bunched him in with Gargano and Ciampa. Those guys to me, if you're an NXT and the rest of the roster is the same height and everything, then yes, you can get away with it. But they will get lost in the shuffle to an extent on the main roster, because it's not just the height. It's you got the people bigger than them, just as good or if not better than them on the mic and in ring. So what does he do that sets him apart from anybody else?
I do not disagree
Nothing.
with you. He's better on the mic than most little people.
He is a good heel. I will give him that
People.
much.
He
is a good
I
heel.
like the faction that they had. I thought that was pretty good. It's just
Undisputed Era was very, very good.
as soon as his tenure with WWE fell off and he went away to AEW, everything just went down.
Mm-hmm.
He got worse at everything, seemingly, and was constantly injured. So who's gonna take a run on that? To be honest,
Yeah.
Speaking of AEW,
Baby. Oh yeah, the TV deal?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I don't have a.
All I know, I don't know the money specifics because they haven't really released it, but it is said to be 150 to 170 million a year.
Sounds like how much
Over
he
the
pays his
next-
roster.
Or over the next
Yeah.
3 years with a 4th year option. That's what I have heard. That's what I have read.
Mm-hmm.
And that came from, I can't remember.
Good old can't remember.
One of them came from not NBC, but CBS.
So I think Heather mentioned this also when we were in the chat getting ready for this earlier on in the day. There hasn't really been a concrete, specific, I think, official number as far as the actual deal itself or the specifics. So it's kind of hard. We're kind of piecing things together as far as what we've heard from different sources. I've heard anywhere from 150 million a year to 185 million a year. I've heard
Correct.
different numbers from different various areas. But the point is, it's a multi-year deal. The biggest things I noticed was no more Rampage.
Uh-huh.
And I think the biggest one, which I still waiting to hear, I think they've announced some details about it, is streaming on Max, which I think is huge.
So that
But I'm not going to go out of my way to get Max.
no people that have it
Because
just
of-
essentially
because-
watch the-
And this is the problem with with Warner Brothers giving them so much money. Nobody except for the people that have HBO Max, or they might add a few thousand, 100,000 maybe subscribers to HBO Max that will get that to watch the pay-per-views.
Well, the problem is too, it's not going to be live, is it? I heard it's going to be like uploaded day later or some shit.
No,
Are
I
you
think they're
talking
they're
about
gonna
the
stream them on
weekly
the
show or the
The
pay-per-view?
live
pay-per-views.
episode
Pay-per-views.
yeah, PLEs.
If
Yeah,
if they're well, then they're gonna have to change it because it can't be pay-per-view anymore.
Well, it will be. It'll still be pay-per-view for the $50-$60, and you can watch it like in a week later on HBO
yeah.
or some shit.
Well,
Now it's
then why
yeah,
that is absolutely makes
Yeah,
no
because then
fucking
all you're doing is you're splitting your revenue, and the part of the revenue that goes to HBO will take a chunk of. It doesn't make sense. But like my biggest problem is that even I look at that number, and I think in my mind the roster size and the amount of money these people are earning. That's just roster. That doesn't have to do with staffing. Doesn't have to do with anything that involves travel, traveling, moving equipment.
Yep.
Like there is no way unless he takes significant or makes significant cuts to the roster and the amount of money he's paying people that is going to generate enough money for them to exist and not only just like breaking even, but a company needs to make
if
money, and a company that big
well,
needs to make millions of dollars.
if he honestly thinks $175 million a year, I mean, for me, that would be I would love $175 million a year, but to $175 million to have TV rights, that ain't gonna. That's just that might pay for your fucking travel for the year. That might pay for your renting the buildings for a year and might pay a little bit of the salaries that you're
The
forking out.
operating cost for a company that size has to be pretty fucking huge, right? And I get it's not the only revenue they're going to make. They're going to make revenue from the places they go and sell tickets, but all that is cut. It's not like you take all profits home.
No.
It doesn't like
So-
financially. When they ask Tony Khan, "Is you making money?" and he like squirrely looks at
So-
them, he's like, "Yep." I don't
How
know,
many-
man.
So
I got a
attendance-
couple other points to that too.
Right.
Dominic is
So-
apparently
So
Bailey's
here
husband. Good for you, Dominic.
What?
Dominic in the chat is Bailey's husband.
Huh.
I don't know. He's going on with some personal story, and I assume, just like everybody else online, it's 100% truthful. It's super real.
What's up, Cody and Dominique? All right, so 2 points real quick, just about like we were talking about like the money and everything like that. Rampage is it seems like Rampage is going away. It sounds like that Rampage is not going to be a thing anymore. At least it was not inferred or officially announced, but when they were doing like the video package tease on AEW, it was mainly focusing on Dynamite and Collision, which honestly, I'm totally fine with that. No disrespect. I've heard Rampage has gotten really like, like C quality almost show. So it's fine to focus on like just 2 shows. The other part of it is that there is a rumblings that AEW is doing a 3rd show, but a 3rd show would not be Rampage. It's something different called, I believe, Shockwave on Fox. So it would be additional revenue coming from Fox as well, which is really fucking ironic.
Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Like, I'm not against. Like, honestly, I hope that they make money so that they can exist. I just wish they could refine the product, and that's just for selfish needs for me. They don't need to do shit. I am not their clientele. I am not going to watch AEW. They have their fan base, and they seem to be doing all right by them.
So
Not really expanding, but
they're averaging, and I've kind of been listening. It just seems like they're averaging, and this is for a Dynamite, which is their A show. They're averaging between 3 to 4,000. Well, between 2 and 4,000 people at their shows. Now they just did a show at Rupp Arena, which seats 23,000 people. They had 2,000 people.
Yeah, they're gonna have to strategize.
Man, they are committed to being niche for some stupid fucking reason.
Yep.
Honestly, it's like how there's mainstream movies and then you get Terrifier 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
They make money, but they have small audiences and they don't have dreams of being fucking the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Right.
So like this is like yes, they've decided to go niche, but you can't go niche and spend like you're Marvel.
Right.
You have to spend
Yeah.
within your means, and I don't see that happening.
Right.
What the
Fuck
fuck
'em.
are you guys talking
What the fuck are you talking about? I don't think anybody knows what you're. What are you, a fucking Mormon?
He's got a fleet of women.
Um,
Long
I-
fleet, best fleet.
So for anybody to think that they're bringing in a profit is laughable to me, because
They
a lot
might,
of
but it's
those
so minuscule.
because a lot of those tickets that are being sold are not being sold. They're given to the fucking radio stations and says, "Hey, here's some tickets.
Give
Get
them out
some-
for free.
Give them out." Like AEW's paying for their own shit.
Even like okay, so listening to other YouTube channels, not even wrestling channels, and just seeing how many people are interested in wrestling. I used to hear a lot more people refer to AEW and AEW wrestlers, and even that has slowed down.
Mm-hmm.
And when they're just like, oh, they're doing something else, reviewing a movie, and someone has like, oh, it reminds me of this wrestler, it's almost always WWE talent, and these are younger people, so new WWE talent. So like
Yeah.
even that has like when the just the day to day encounter, like the encounters I have with AEW fandom, has become smaller and smaller.
Yep.
You know, there's problems.
Yeah.
Buckets of smashed guts. You are one weird cookie. It is what it is, brother. You can go ahead and have trillions of number one, there's not trillions of people on this planet, so nice try. But anyway,
What?
BC, this guy just
Yeah, it's all good. Whatever. Just let him go.
Yeah. It's helping our algorithm either way, so.
Yeehaw.
I don't know what that fucking means. OMBCCBGG.
That's my word. You can't use it.
That's our word.
But other than that, I mean, look, I don't see AEW's not going anywhere, but everybody that thinks they're turning a profit,
You're dreaming.
you're
I
dreaming.
can tell you one thing. We watched the pay-per-view Bad Blood last night, and the exact same thing we talked about. I was like, I can bet you I'll wake up tomorrow, I'll look at Twitter, and oh, now it's good that WWE does blood.
That was
and
I
AEW,
seen
I'm
that
like,
on
yeah,
my-
exactly. As soon as I loaded up Twitter, as soon as I woke up, I'm like, yep. Knew
Right
that one
on
was
cue.
coming.
Like, I really
But
hope
there's
someone
a
picked up that phone
huge-
call because I
There's
fucking
a
called it.
huge difference between when WWE does it and AEW does it. We talked about it last night. AEW does it at every show in almost so I'm not on
There's a
every
tweet.
match,
I'm
but
not
it
gonna.
happens every fucking week.
Yes.
I'm not gonna pull it up, but there's a tweet the only tweet I really looked at as soon as I saw it, and this guy's like, yeah, well, even AEW doesn't do it that more. And like they were talking about John Moxley cutting himself every match, right? He's like, yeah, even John Moxley doesn't bleed that much anymore. And he's like, the fact that you have to say anymore, you know,
Yeah.
there was a problem.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Anytime that word needs to be used in a sentence describing a situation like that,
What's that? Sorry.
when
Oh.
somebody sits there and tells you, well, he doesn't really do that anymore. When you have to use anymore at the end of that sentence to clarify that things have changed,
That Tony Khan does?
No,
No,
it's
John
John.
Moxley, when he
John
cut himself
Moxley.
open.
It's like John Moxley bleeds every match. He's like, well, actually, John Moxley doesn't do that much anymore. It's like, well, you, if
Nope,
you're
he
using
doesn't do
anymore,
that much
It's like,
anymore.
all right, I don't kill kids anymore.
not that much anymore.
So silly, man. I really wanted AEW to succeed, but they are just not going anywhere. They are a niche market. They got their fans. They can have them. I will continue to watch just because I want to see when it will fucking die off.
The problem with AEW is if they don't try to take things outside of that niche, it's a shrinking marketplace. It might not be like, oh, we're bleeding like profusely, but they are losing fans over a time frame, and soon I mean, they're gonna go from competing to WWE to competing with friggin' ROH or TNA to maybe not
Yeah.
even doing that.
Well, ROH is owned by Tony Khan,
Well,
so
you know what
it'd
I
be
mean.
TNA that they'll be
You know what I mean?
competing.
Just the
I got you.
type of wrestling,
Yeah.
the level of wrestling,
I got you.
And level of production.
and
I-
and how much you can spend on your talent in wrestling.
Yeah.
You think all these fucking AEW guys making $5 million are going to be faithful to Tony Khan if he's like, well, we're going to have to bring you down to $1 million?
Yeah, no.
It's
Damn, it didn't work.
killing us on a whole other level, man. That's all I'll say. I don't know. Tony Khan just he needs to give it up. Just let it go.
He needs to accept that he needs help.
I'm
That's-
happy and glad that AEW exists,
Are you,
and
though?
I'm glad. Yes,
Now,
because
right now I'm not.
I'll take it over. I'll take, in general, any company, especially on that level, in terms of exposure, is a good thing for the business. I'm not saying that I'm a fan of AEW personally. I think that like the product itself is really in trouble, but as far as like it itself as a business, as an entity, I'm happy it's there. I'm happy that there's another place for men and women to work in the industry.
Oh, that's fine.
But I don't know what the fuck they're doing, and I mean that like not even in like a I'm like upset or this sucks or it's even like great. It's this I don't know what is going on over there, and there's nothing that's really big enough that's gonna draw me away.
Even if if AEW tomorrow got Roman Reigns, it wouldn't draw because it would draw in the moment, but it wouldn't draw long term. Because what are they gonna? You trust AEW's booking to do anything,
Correct.
right? Like it's
It's even been noted that Tony Khan himself said that there's no such thing as long-term booking anymore. Everything is week to week.
That's horseshit. That is
There's
absolute
also
fucking horseshit.
There's fucking zero storylines that anybody cares about. It's just like they don't want to provide an intelligent reason for two guys to get in and fucking do flips all over each other.
Exactly. Especially if it's the Young Buck.
There it's funny because as for all the ups, downs, and jokes of how long the company, and it's still in existence today and rebranded as such, TNA did a better job.
Yeah.
For all its ups and downs, at least like TNA, you knew direction wise kind of sort of what they were doing.
Yep.
Not always. It wasn't the perfect picture, but like TNA did a better job of this than fucking AEW has, at least in recent memory.
Agreed.
Which is saying something.
Pretty sad, man. That's all I can say. But I don't think we have anything else wrestling related outside of this, do we?
Thank God. What else is on?
There's only one other thing that I know of.
Oh wait, I know.
No, get that out of here.
No,
What?
you're not in there. So just leave it.
So there's been some hurricanes going on. And all I see about that is how terribly it's being handled. I know it's like really close to the election, so the amount of lies coming from everywhere and trying to bury people for doing this and doing that. I've heard people that are handling the recovery stopping anybody from going into airspace to help them. I've heard Kamala Harris wanted to do a photo op, so her going there stopped all travel in the air for 4 hours when they were in need of relief.
Hey,
I've heard why the
Dominic's
fuck is Kamala Harris there and where the hell is Joe Biden?
Dominic is also married to Kamala in the chat, just FYI.
Oh shit. Might have to make fun of your wife here in a minute. I'm sorry.
Well, we're making fun of her. I'll make fun of her, dumbass.
I mean, he says she pounds my ass, so I mean,
Yeah, that's about right. So yeah, so
Obama. Anyway,
the big thing here is And then I saw, oh, we're giving $750 to every American who was impacted by the hurricane or some shit. And then you
And
have
to get
people.
relief, you need to sign up and wait in line.
Okay, and the funniest thing is people are like, okay, so first of all, they said they're giving 750. They didn't tell anybody how to get it. Then they didn't realize that $750 in a fucking war zone where there's nowhere to spend it, it's toilet paper, man. That's all it
Yes.
is. So like, I get like people have unrealistic expectations. You're not gonna go there and be like, well, here's $1 million, fix your house overnight. That's not
No,
gonna
but you know
happen.
what? $750 won't even cover one single night in most lower end motels these
Yep.
days.
Yeah.
Well, it would cover that here. Not gonna
Well,
spend
there, yeah, but you know what?
$750 on a
Our
motel
fucking
on
dollar is
one night.
crashing like fucking.
No, the dollar isn't crashing.
Your dollar's
It's
worth
just-
more than ours.
the dollar isn't crashing. The problem with the dollar is they keep
It's aggressively
printing,
hitting the ground.
Yeah, America is printing money and it devalues
printing
everything.
money.
Yes.
So yeah, there's a lot of I haven't paid too much attention to this, but a lot of people have fucking died and it's a terrible situation.
Yes.
And I haven't heard one good thing come out of any of this. For all the rescue efforts, the people are like,
So
they
the only
grounded my
good
helicopter. Me and my son were going out there to save people and pick them up and fly them to safety, and they said I couldn't go, and they tried to arrest me. I'm like, well, that's pretty fucking sad.
Yeah.
So the only good thing that came out of this is like Elon Musk offered to
Give
bring
free Starlink.
so that people could reach out to their families. That goes hand in hand with this fucking clown ass that goes there. She went, and I can understand why she would go there. Because Trump did the same thing.
Mhm.
He went there. The funny thing about this whole thing is Joe Biden was asked while sitting in the Oval
He
Office.
didn't know jack shit with what's happening.
No, but he was sitting in the Oval Office, and somebody asked him the
What's
question.
going on? Oh, by the
What
way,
are you doing about the hurricane
Relief.
relief in
The storm relief funds, and he's
He
like, "What
goes,
storm?"
this is his answer. I've been
Yeah,
on the
really, I'll be
phone
right
with the
back.
governor for I was on the phone with the governor for over 2 hours. Yeah, that's gonna fix everything. Just being on the phone, that's not gonna do shit. Look, here's the thing.
Oh, no,
It's a storm. What can you do?
Nothing.
You have to. The only thing you can do is send help, send troops there, put them. You have National Guard. Ask the governor. Say, hey, governor, why don't you deploy your National Guard and have them come there and clean? That they get paid. They are willing to, and I can tell you right now, as an Army reservist, that's what we did. We went out into the community and said, hey, we're looking to build a park. Hey, we have the resources. We can help. It won't cost you a dime. We will grate the the land that you tell us what you want us to do. We'll do what you ask. We have the equipment. The only thing that's funded by it is the government.
Well, the thing that
And
pisses
it's cheap because soldiers are being paid, right? The only thing that really cost anything is using the fuel for the vehicles. That's it.
the biggest problem I had with this whole thing is everybody's basically just everybody's like, okay, well, she's the president. Because I've seen very little of Joe Biden situation about this at all. Everything seems to be Kamala Harris doing this, and she's offering funds. It's like, okay, isn't that the president's job? And then you get her there, and I saw the video of them prepping to take a video of her. And
Yeah.
it's like,
In that too.
I'm like, oh my God, man, everything's a photo op, and it's so disgusting. Like, you're gonna photo op this like sideways. It's almost like when the wrestlers watch the match on TV. It's the fakeness of it that's so gross.
Yeah.
It's like you got all these people like, oh, my fucking grandma's stuck under the house, fucking drowned and whatever. And she's like, well, yes, we'll walk along this side of this grass line, and I'll look presidential and talk to you. And then I'll offer $750, and I'll turn around and give fucking 2.5 billion to the Ukraine.
Is she to offer
This is what I'm saying.
$750?
She is not the president. She's the president already. Like, I just can't. The way that it's gone, it's so fucking fucked up.
The one other thing is I watched the debate.
Oh God, yeah.
I will say this. That was actually a real debate.
Mm-hmm.
There was no
Name calling.
There
You're talking
was
about the VP one?
Yeah.
Yes.
There was no Tim Walz is an idiot. He made Kamala Harris look like a fucking idiot. He goes, I agree with JD Vance on a lot of things, but this one thing I do not agree with. And then he asked him about January 6th. And I loved JD Vance's answer. Why are we worried about what happened in January 6th when we need to be worrying about what's going on right now? Why are we dwelling and not moving forward? This is the problem with the Democrats here in our country. They are so worried about fucking Donald Trump becoming president because they think that he is going to become a dictator. When in fact, that is exactly what Kamala Harris will become.
Wait. They can't stop talking about January 6th, but it's like, be unburdened by what has been. That's the exact opposite of what you're fucking doing. You won't shut up about the past. Anyways, the whole thing was it wasn't a bad debate. I did find like just the point they got Vance when he's like, did he lose the election? But you can't answer that. Because if you answer and say yes, he lost the election, I would have been like yes with a caveat because I think the election was rigged. That would be my answer.
Right.
From 2020, but he didn't say that. He just wouldn't answer it. And then Walz, I don't know this guy. Yes, I am a knucklehead sometimes. Yes, I am friends with school shooters.
Yes.
What are you talking?
Oh my God. I heard that line and had to actually come out of the office here and look at the TV where JP was watching. Like, did I really just fucking hear that?
I didn't hear it. And then she's like, you didn't hear what he said?
I honestly thought, like, when I heard it, I'm like, I'm sure he missed the word victims of school shooters.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
I wish Gina was here because that's her governor.
Yeah.
Oh, she hates him.
I know she hates him.
He's going there for the pheasant hunt.
Yeah.
So when I look at it, he may be a nice guy. Kamala Harris might be a nice woman. I don't know him personally, so I don't know. The only thing I can base my stuff off of is what their policies are. I'm not going to base how nice of a fucking person is. I'll give you $750 just because I think you need it. Okay, that's great. Thanks. I appreciate that. But that's not going to make me vote for you.
It's the amount is almost insulting.
It is.
Insulting.
I would be sitting there going, I literally lost my entire house. It's literally down the fucking river, you stupid cunt.
Imagine your house is gone, your family's dead, and someone comes up, it's like, well, $750?
So essentially, Kamala Harris is saying, we'll pay your 1 month's rent. For what?
Where am I gonna go? I gotta sleep in the fucking water in the forest, you fucking bitch. Like, get me out of here.
You got my vote.
It's so mind-numbingly stupid that they think that being compassionate, being nice is what people want.
No, you need to be competent.
Yes.
You can be nice and competent, which is great. But it's just being nice and being incompetent and actually thinking this was a good idea. It's the same thing as when The Rock and Oprah came out with the fucking Maui Fund.
Yes.
And it's like, you do know how that sounds, right? Really fucking bad. It's like, yes, your plan is to help people, but your plan as a fucking millionaire, almost billionaire, to be like, we're going to help people by getting you to pay for it. Fuck off.
Yeah, and then we'll match what you raise. No, motherfucker, the two of you combined are the superpowers and can fucking pay yourself.
And also Kamala Harris is
and not even break a sweat on the
For God's sakes, it would have been so much better if you spent even just $100 motherfucking dollars to pay a random Joe Schmo to say the fucking announcement. I'm not saying it would have been any better in terms of getting any more numbers, but it would have come across a lot
But
better.
it's the tone deafness of Hollywood. It's the same fucking stupid shit when COVID happened and all these fucking bleeding hearts got together and sang "Kumbaya" online.
Terribly.
Fucking horrible bullshit.
So,
Kamala
so
Harris is getting $750, not from her account. This is your
No, from
taxpayers'
taxpayers.
money.
So she's giving them their own $750 right back.
Bruce Springsteen. But where's this $750 coming from?
Taxpayers' money.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, it's supposed to be, and then there's FEMA, who's like, well, we don't got much, we don't got anything left for the hurricane season. Sorry, we're broke. We gave it to every other thing.
Ruffle mouth.
They shaved off a lot of in order to have all these, it's immigration and it's the war funds and all this stuff. In order to have more money there, they take money from somewhere else.
Yes.
Can you guess where they took money from?
Okay, and if they are doing that is actually they cannot do that because it comes from
They can restructure the finances before things are signed off on for the year.
Not in the United States, you can't. So we have the same thing. We get allocated money. Now they can take money back, but they can't allocate it to anything else. It has to be allocated to
Point of origin.
where it's supposed to go. So
I think that should be.
hold on. Let me explain. So my boss will ask for $4 million a year for us to travel to go visit our units and all that stuff, right? And do our trainings that we do. If we don't use all of that money, the United States Army will take that back and they will allocate it to people for the same thing. They cannot take money for us and allocate it to construction.
So the question is, say 1 year, the America gets the worst disasters ever. All the funds for disaster relief are gone, and they're gone at the very beginning of the fucking year, for instance. Yet you have millions, billions of dollars in something else sitting there unused. They're just gonna be like
A tree named Steve.
Well,
What's a tree named Steve fund? What?
Stop. They have to ask for more money, and Congress has to
vote on it.
Exactly. So it can happen.
But they will not pull money from something and put it into something else. They cannot do that. They cannot do that. Not in our country. They can't.
So then they have to print money.
Is it a matter? Hold on. Is it a matter of morally or just physically? Like it's not physically possible.
So I mean,
once it's voted on, you can't if we vote to put $2 billion into fucking childcare or whatever, you can't then be like, well, it doesn't look like they're gonna use it. Time to take.
You can't take it. You can't
until it's voted on again.
So you can't take if you let's say you allocate $2 billion to building roads. You can't take that. Well, they aren't going to use it all, so let's take it back and let's give it to the Hurricane Relief Fund. I'm sure the taxpayers won't care. But
the thing is, it's got to come.
You can't. There's a law. You cannot do that.
That was my question. That was
though, because you can't we can't tap any of our other resources, so we got to print money or some Federal Reserve that is available to be tapped by all these different.
It is here.
Yeah, and it's pretty much the same here. But
that's why our taxes keep going up to help cover those allocations that need to be covered.
Well, we keep getting new ones for we need to with the smallest little fucking population size, we need to make a safe space on buses for midgets who identify as tall people. Is that kind of fucking stupid shit that we're inventing over here? I see
the need for that.
Money on.
You're just being short-sighted.
So yes, you can't. We have operation funds.
ERB.
We cannot put that then into other things. It has to go for what it is designated for. Now, if they will pull that money back and they will let it sit and then they will reallocate it for the next year.
Yeah, because they'll rebalance the fucking books basically.
But so when we do our budget, they'll base it off of what you spend. And if you don't spend as much, you won't get as much the next year.
I know, even in my job, it's the same. But you can't. The thing is, we'll go over budget, and every time I've talked to the the head of my department that does have to ask the government for more funding. She's like, the pushback is immense. She's like,
Yeah.
they will always
Same thing here.
They will not budge on it unless it's like you can prove without a shadow of a doubt this is like going to put people at risk.
Right.
But when COVID happened, they seemed to be like, well, I guess we'll just open the fucking string purse and give everyone everything.
Right.
But yeah, I don't really have much to talk about this. It's just every time I see this fucking political party, it's a disgusting amount of decisions and photo ops. Yes, Trump has his photo ops too, but it's not like under the guise of, yes, I am saving the
But hey,
planet.
did you hear the Carolina Hurricanes won the 2005 to 2006 Stanley Cup champion against the Edmonton Oilers?
That was a great stat.
See, double thumbs up from Heather. All right. Yeah. I don't know what else we got on the docket.
We don't have too much. We can play a bit of Jackbox, or we can ask some spooky questions, or whatever the hell you had.
Oh yeah, hold
for
on.
Keyhole.
Halloween related trivia.
Fucker asking questions.
Gonna get spooky in your motherfucking face. All right, here we go. Right. All right. I don't know if anyone's gonna get these ones, but fuck it, let's give it a shot. What was the ancient Celtic fall festival that was the precursor to Halloween?
All Hallows Eve.
Fuck. No.
I don't know if that's right.
Sam Hain, wasn't it?
Damn, Heather is
L'chaim.
correct. Maybe Heather, yes,
You're asking
Haim.
somebody who is. I'm just gonna sit here and
You're like, me and Heather are a
Might as well
team.
not say anything because Heather knows every fucking answer there fucking is.
I don't know everything.
No, it's okay though. I don't mind.
So Sam Hain is correct. Heather was right. Marking the change of season, Sam Hain occurred on November 1st, but kicked off the evening before. On this night, the veil between this world and the next was thought to be especially thin.
Yeah.
This one, you guys might know better. How many bones are in the average human skeleton?
206.
Correct.
Yeah, I was gonna say 216
Lower.
in my body.
Sometimes
So-
it's 207.
Of course, yeah. That's when watching
For
Gilmore
me,
Girls
it's 208.
or anime. What? That's you have a tail. What does the word Halloween mean?
Say it again.
What does the word Halloween mean? Heather's dying over there.
You already answered that fucking question. Why are you asking?
No.
That's not what I asked.
A
What does
Halloweener.
the word Halloween mean?
Yes,
yeah, the first,
the first
one
question I was,
what was
the
the holiday that was before Halloween?
It's All
Or
Hallows
Celtic.
Eve. That's what Halloween means. It means All Hallows Eve. The fuck kind of silly question was that?
The answer is hallowed evening or holy night, because Halloween is a Catholic holiday as well, short for All Hallows Eve. Halloween is the day of the Virgil, held the evening before All Saints' Day on November 1st. Pope Gregory IV then added All Saints' Day to the official calendar in 837 CE, expanding the holiday, which was previously celebrated only in Rome, to churches, bitches. Anyone know where the first city-wide celebration of Halloween was?
Well, I'm sure it was in Ireland.
Nope.
Okay, then.
It was in the States.
Salem.
Was it Haddonfield, Illinois?
No, it was Anoka, Minnesota.
Of course.
Why did you answer that basement like, of course, those vile bastards. We've been feuding for decades.
I think we've driven through it before.
May have. I'd have to look.
All right, here we go. What is America's favorite Halloween candy? Now, this is according to a 2023 poll, so it's a little late, but America's favorite Halloween candy.
Tootsie Rolls.
Used to be
Reese's Peanut Butter Cup pumpkins.
candy corn.
Razor blades.
God damn it, basement. Heather is once again correct with the Reese's being the number one.
Really?
Yep. Snickers came in second, followed by a three-way.
That was my other answer there. Yeah.
Followed by
What's it
a three-way tie for third between candy corn, Kit Kats, and M&Ms. Honestly, I'm surprised M&Ms is up there that high.
I am too. Although it kind of makes sense because they are easier to eat while mobile.
True that.
What was it? What was the name of that city?
Manuka.
Anoka.
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 Gotcha.
Yep. Let's see here. Let me skip here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right there. When I'm driving up to Coon Rapids.
In what state is it the norm for
Yeah.
In what state is it the norm for trick-or-treaters to receive full-size candy bars on Halloween?
Someplace with a lot of money.
I don't think so.
Say it
It's
again.
definitely. In what state is it the norm for trick-or-treaters to receive full-size candy bars on Halloween? I'll tell you right now, it's not the big one, so it's not like Massachusetts, New York, Florida, Texas, or California.
Massachusetts isn't that big of a state.
Well, I'm trying to think big
Bigger
cities.
populous than most others.
Okay.
It's also not Illinois for Chicago, so it's not any of those states.
Okay.
It's not a big one.
It's not a big state.
Right. In terms of like being like more popular in comparison, yeah. Like the ones I just listed.
Can you give me a hint on the region?
I will say this. It is to the left of Texas.
To the left, to the
The
left.
Louisiana? Wait, to the left of Texas. New Mexico.
I was to say your other left.
I'm gonna go with Utah.
Utah is not even close to left of Texas.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
north of Texas.
Well,
No, it's the left.
it's anyway. That's your guesses, Heather.
I kind of want to say Reno,
Reno is
911.
not a state.
So you mean Nevada?
Nevada.
911.
It was Oregon.
Okay.
Boo.
Yeah, fuck Oregon.
Fuck
The
Oregon.
Oregon Trail.
They have
man.
horrible people in it.
Dysentery, man.
Heather will probably know this one. What is the original purpose for bobbing for apples for on Halloween?
Drown kids.
That'd be great.
Yeah, that's what I do.
It's to pick out a girlfriend or a lover or a mate or something, isn't it? That's my choice.
Heather?
The purpose for bobbing for apples.
Yeah, on Halloween.
I think Basement's right.
Am I right?
You are both indeed correct. It's
Yeah.
fortune telling, but specifically predicting whom a woman would marry.
Yeah. Bob for these apples, bitch. This way.
For the Bob, please. I'll make a gag. Largest Halloween parade in the United States.
The Macy's Day Parade.
That's not a Halloween parade.
I got you.
It's scary to me.
So I do think no.
Oregon.
Oh God,
Oregon
that was so
Halloween parade.
Oh God.
The Oregon
I
Trail.
want to say it's
good. Oregon Spooky Trail.
I want to say it's in Salem, actually.
You know, if you redid the Oregon Trail but made it where like you're getting attacked by horror villains instead of life illnesses, people would play that.
Dude, Heather gave you your answer. Salem, Massachusetts.
It is not. It is the Village Halloween Parade in New York City.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Of
about
course.
that.
Everything's got to happen in fucking New York City. God forbid
In
anything.
New York.
Let's see a few more.
Yeah, that's not even really a
Ooh.
Halloween parade.
What-
It's just another
What was
pride
the
parade.
what was the original name for candy corn?
Shit.
Shit.
Yeah, JK, same.
Oh my God.
Candy kernels.
No, it actually had nothing to do with corn.
Candy giblets. Sweet nuggets.
I don't remember. I just asked this for my own trivia in my group.
The answer is chicken feed.
There it is.
Oh, that is what it is.
According to History.com, the Goletz Candy Company, now the Jelly Belly Candy Company, popularized the classic tricolored Halloween treat when it began marketing the kernels under that name in 1898. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's been around forever.
Is not a treat. That is
That
shit.
is wax.
That is
It
punishment.
is.
Pure wax.
That is like it's wax and sugar, and it is horrible.
Simply the best.
My mom, for some reason, loves that shit, and I cannot fucking stand the smell of it.
I get nauseous smelling it. Mm.
Wendy shoves it. She's like, "Dad, look," and I'm like, "Oh fuck."
I can take small handfuls of candy corn and do it,
No.
but no, other than that, I
I
can't.
prefer
Like,
chicken
give me
feet.
like 5, but yeah, for chief. There are two very well.
One to be nice.
There are two very well-known celebrities, one whom have died on Halloween, the other who have been born on Halloween. Any guesses on the two?
Jamie Curtis.
There are two famous celebrities. One died on Halloween, and one of them was born on Halloween.
It's
Oh,
like so impossible to get.
I will say this much: the one who died on Halloween was a lot more popular.
I think that was Brandon Lee.
Not the
No.
one I'm thinking of.
Died on Halloween. Were they popular for something horror specific? It's way
no.
too. There's way too much fucking wide of a berth here.
Yeah.
Wide of a berth.
Can you
Give me Elvis.
that?
He died somewhere on the shitter at some point in
But
time.
he died like April 15th or something like that.
It's close to Halloween for
Nope.
me.
I'll give away the
Kurt
birth.
Cobain.
The birth was first because it's definitely not as more popular. Good old Vanilla Ice Baby.
I never knew that about him.
Was born on Halloween on
It's horrible.
The one who
1967.
died is more famous.
Oh yeah, the one who died is a lot more famous. And to answer your question, Basement, you could say that what he is known
I'm
for
gonna look it up.
could dabble in the realm of horror.
So wait,
but
is
he
this
wa-
like? Are we talking? You said celebrity. Can we get like? Were they actors or singers? Because like otherwise,
performers? or
Michael
performer.
Jackson.
No.
Well, he was Thriller. That was kind of horror.
But when you're when you're thinking like stuff like that, you're in the right ballpark of like he dabbled in like horror-ish, but that wasn't his like the main body of work.
Okay, I know who it is, but I'm not gonna say. Well, there's two of them.
All right. Well, the one I'm thinking of, if this will help JP, and maybe
JP
this will
looked
help.
it up.
I did. I did.
The initials of this individual are the same letter.
Then no.
The same letter, you say.
I know who you're talking about now.
Okay. You
But
found more. All right.
There's more people that are famous that died on. There's
Halloween.
2 people that are more famous than that guy that died on Halloween.
Okay.
I
then
have
give 'em
no.
up.
I have no idea.
Give up
No.
the two. Give up the 2 that you found, JP.
One died in front of the Viper Room,
Okay.
Who is it?
and the other one was in the Untouchables.
Okay.
River Phoenix and Sean Connery.
Oh,
The one
Sean
that-
Connery died on Halloween.
Yeah,
God damn it.
the one that Connor was thinking of was Harry Houdini.
Yeah. that's
Oh
the one.
yeah.
That's such, okay. Come on.
What?
I know you said performer, but even that
Yeah.
is like
Natalie-
a huge
Natalie
amount of
Babbitt.
fucking.
Natalie Babbitt died on Halloween.
What am I gonna say? But if I say magician, that narrows down to like 5 people.
Yeah, performer keeps it open to like 12 billion people.
Correct. Not even to make it easier for you.
Having the same initials. Oof.
You're
Okay.
welcome. Let's see. Oh, this one might be fun. Can you guess how many calories are in the average trick-or-treat Halloween bag? It's a fucking, it's a wide.
That's a very difficult guess because what's the average size Halloween bag? I'm thinking of the little, the little pumpkins that kids run around with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where mine
Most
would
of them
be.
run around with either pillowcases or shopping bags now.
And I'm warning you right now, it's a pretty ridiculous range. So, like, I'm going to give it to anybody who falls within any of these numbers. Like, what the fuck?
2,448,338.
I'm gonna use my calculator for this one.
Probably a good idea.
Say
It's more than the average calorie intake for a day of food consumption.
I am going to say 20,000 calories.
Jesus Christ, no way too high.
15,000.
I was gonna say because usually a healthy diet is 2,000 calories, so you're probably looking at like 4,000 or 5,000.
I agree.
Heather's right in the ballpark. That it says here between 3,500 to 7,000 calories.
What is the average size bag here?
He's bitter. Let's see.
He's always bitter. he's like Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. You got to pay your fair share.
Hey, guess
What is
what?
your
By
fair
the
share?
way, guess what? By the way, the rich don't pay their fair share.
So you already said it. Probably about this size would be.
That's pretty small. I've seen bigs with pigs. I've seen kids with garbage bags.
Yeah, I've seen pillowcases. I've seen tote bags.
I get it, but not every kid.
Only
There's some
dumb
kids
ones
that
walk around
get-
with the fucking.
Like here, Wendy maybe.
I think the
Watch
average
Wendy.
size is pretty small. It's the pumpkin type of thing.
Is a
right?
speaking of which, is a pumpkin a fruit or a vegetable?
It has seeds, so it's a fruit.
It's a little bit bigger.
No, what?
A little bit smaller.
Fucking Christ! What was the question?
Sorry, is a pumpkin a fruit or a vegetable?
It's
It's a-
neither.
It's a squash.
It's a legume.
She is correct.
Right, but does that make it a fruit or vegetable?
It's actually a fruit because it has
The
seeds.
seeds, yeah.
Correct. It is a fruit.
Just like
Anything
you have
with
seeds,
the seed
Connor.
is a fruit. Anything with the seed is a fruit.
Technically sperm.
Oh my god, you're so dumb. We're just so dumb.
You're just a fruit.
Funny,
Okay?
funny, but you are so dumb.
All right, this could be fun. Which of the following is not a term for scarecrow? I'm gonna fucking try to say these while I'm stoned out of my ass. Hold me dude, hold me dude,
Okay.
Mermit, Doodle Sack, Heyman, Gallybagger, Tatty Bogle, Mommet, Mockin, or Bobak, BWBACH.
The fuck are you talking about?
I'm gonna say merman.
Yeah.
Did you say
Mermit?
merman? You said something
Mermit.
like mermit. I'll go with
Yeah.
mermit. This is a complete shot.
Which one of these is not?
Not a term for scarecrow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which one of them is a real fucking word? For God's
Here, let me.
sakes?
Here, hold on.
Better
Let me.
question.
Hold on. Let me. I'm gonna clip the. Hold on. I'm gonna clip this. I'll send it in the Twitter.
I'm gonna clip you.
It's about as good as it's about as good as I can do right now, given my current state of inebriation. Oh god.
Merman.
We get a chance
Merman.
to see the answers.
Here we go. Hodmdoot, Mermit, Doodle Sack, Heyman, Gallybagger, Tatty Bogle, Mommet, Mockin, or Bawapak. I have no idea how to fucking say the last one.
Hod me dod.
Yes,
Hey,
the
man.
Hodmedod.
Gallybagger is probably my favorite of the names.
I know,
Mermit
Doodle
or
Sack.
Mommet? I'm gonna go with.
Okay, so
I'm going with Mommet.
Hodmedod, Mermet, Doodle Sack, Heyman, Gallybagger, Tatty Bogle, Mommet, Mockin, or Bubak. Let me see.
I went
Which
with
I
Which one of
think
these
the
is
last
not-
one.
Not a term for a.
Mommet.
I am saying my answer is the last one.
Is that your final answer?
It is my final answer.
Dun, dun. Yeah.
As close as we're gonna get.
I'm gonna
Go
go with
with-
Patty Bogle.
That's a
Patty
pretty good one.
Bogle.
You should have went with.
You gonna
Galley
go with what?
Patty Bogle.
Final answer.
Oh my God, yes. My God.
Baseman.
I went with Mommet. I think it is.
Final answer.
Yes.
The answer is indeed Doodle Sack.
Really?
Okay.
I would have thought that would be
It
one.
had,
Which
it had
doodle-
sack.
which-
in it.
Which Doodle Sack is actually the English word for a bagpipe.
Okay.
All those other words are also words for a term for a scarecrow. Let's see. Highest grossing horror film to date.
It too.
Where's Trek? Where's Trek?
One of the It's was the highest grossing I last saw.
I think it was the first one, not the second.
I
one.
would not call it a horror movie. I call it a thriller.
Oh no!
I want to say Dracula.
It's one of the It's. For sure.
It
I remember looking this up.
was it.
I don't know if I'd call that a horror movie.
The
I don't
first
know if,
one.
I don't know if it still is, but
Yeah, I was gonna say this.
So
is
this
new.
was as recent as last year. So
here.
I looked this up when I did the horror tournament. It was one of the questions I asked.
Oh, okay. See another thing out here. What were originally used as the first jack-o'-lanterns? It wasn't pumpkins. It was a different item.
These nuts.
Damn
I
it!
know
You should.
the answer because I actually had to answer this.
I know the answer, but I can't remember it.
These nuts. Got him.
wasn't it pig heads?
No,
It was not pig heads.
I think
It was something in the same genre ish of pumpkins. Could argue. It's about as good as a hint as you're gonna get right now because I'm fucking melting.
It's I know it's some other fucking produce, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, that's basically what I was trying to allude to.
I'm gonna say a potato because
It's either potato or a gourd.
Yeah, I think it was just like a squash or something.
The answer is turnips.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes
It
sense.
wasn't too far off potato.
Let's
Potato.
see.
Tomato.
House and
Final
Pfeffer
answer.
Incorporated.
Looking through here, looking through here. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, fuck it. What was Bram Stoker's original name for Dracula? This is great.
Wasn't he like Vlad the Impaler?
Yes, that was his actual name.
Vlacula.
Is that your final answer?
No, I don't know. I'm gonna say Batman. Pardon me.
I'm not gonna answer this one because I'm looking it up. Oh
um,
my God! But I get it. Get it.
Mr. Suck.
no, he said Mr. Suck.
I can understand why they also named it another thing.
Dracula's better.
Dracula is so much better than Nosferatu. But blood-sucking fiend is all I can think of, but I know that's not right.
No, those are all good guesses. The correct answer is
Lawyer.
Count Wampyre, spelled
Yeah.
Wampyr.
And that's vampire. That's
That
what
would be so
Dracula
great.
is.
And
In fucking
there's-
baby talk.
There seems to be some sort of vampire killing people. They go up to him. Well, it's not me. I'm just good old Count Vampire.
It sounds like it's fucking baby talk. Oh my god, it's going to get us to Widow Count Vampire. Like, I can't take that
I'd love
seriously.
to see him play it off like he wasn't the fucking. He wasn't fucking Dracula. It'd be amazing.
If that guy had a fucking lisp, oh my god, we'd never
We've
get
got
fucking anywhere. What's your
Steve,
name?
We've got
Vampire.
Todd. We've got Count Vampire.
That sounds like it would have been a Leslie Nielsen movie.
It could literally
Vampire.
be anybody.
Vampire is obviously the German word for vampire.
Yes.
Stoker changed the name to Dracula after seeing the name in a book he borrowed from the library while on summer vacation. Oh my god, fucking Count Vampire. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting vampires.
Oh my god.
Fucking god, what a name.
You know?
Oh, Jesus.
All right, last one, and then we can do other things.
Jackbox. We can do a bit of Jackbox.
Yes.
Yeah. What year will have the next Halloween with a full moon?
I'm not answering it. I seen the answer. So is Heather. She knows the answer.
It's gonna
So
be
basement.
this
She knows
one.
When
the
it-
answer because she asked this question to her Facebook people.
I'm gonna
So
say
basement. It's closer than you may think.
20.
Yep.
20.
Yep. Oh, no. Sorry, back up.
2039.
Not that close. Fucking shit.
See, well, we said yes. When you said 20, I thought you were repeating yourself.
Wait, if one happened, did one happen in the past, closer to our current date?
No.
Don't hate me. I'm Count Vampire.
Uh-huh.
All right, we ready for some Jackbox leaguing?
What game shall we play?
Let's take a look here. Let me pull up the chat just to see where people are leading right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, we don't know if you guys have heard this announcement or not. So we would decide to do a Horny Goat Jackbox Jamboree, where basically we're going to be keeping track in a league type of manner from now until the end of the year and see who gets the most victories in Jackbox. So we have everybody. I think we have everybody already listed here. Got myself, Heather, Basement, Cody, and I got to figure out who is Corn Pop, Madick, and Dr. Asshole. It's the most fun game of Clue I've ever played in my life. But we'll be playing up some games in a minute. Right now, I believe Alpha has the most wins. No, I think Spummy Bummy has actually the most wins.
I was gonna say basically pulled the hat trick.
Yep, he pulled the hat trick. He is in the lead with Corn Pop right behind at one victory so far. So yeah, so far Basement's crushing everyone's asses. So I think Basement, you should get to pick
crush
first.
ass. I'm looking at the games.
Well, since you're in the lead right now, you should pick.
I'm looking.
Look harder.
I can't tell. It doesn't fucking show me right.
Sweet mess of Jesus.
Whiplash, talking points, monster. we need more people for that one. We can do.
I'm gonna play one with y'all. I do have to
What game do you want to play?
Basement, it's your pick.
go to bed.
I'm trying here, but I don't know. Can't even tell what's in half of them, which is
Yeah.
the problem here.
Why not just go to the full library?
That thing angers me.
At least it'll be in alphabetical order.
Oh my
I
god.
don't even know where it is. Why is it not called Jackbox Party Picker?
Because that would be a convenient.
Ugh, fuck that shit. Okay, I'm just. You know what? Oh, I wish I had my dice. I just roll and pick a pack.
Not into your box.
Roll in my mind. We're going with Jackbox Party Pack. Fuck. Let's go with Jackbox Party Pack 7.
All right, we haven't done that one in a while.
I don't even know what's in there. I'm loading it up. It might blow my brain out.
I would not be surprised.
Oh no, it's on lower volume, thank God.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, if you have not played before, too bad. What we want to do is we want to get on your devices, whether it be a phone, tablet, or your grandmother's ass. It doesn't matter. Go to jackboxt.tv. You're going to enter in a special code. As soon as Basement has it available on his screen.
Quiplash 3, The Devils and the Details.
Oh my God, you pick. You're the champ right now.
Up Talking Points. I think
Son of
Talking
a
Points was
bitch.
terrible. Or Blather.
Yeah, I think that was
terrible.
too. I think Quiplash has always been
I'm
a.
doing Quiplash.
Quiplash has always been a very strong, good old reliable.
I don't think I've ever.
I love how
played.
Alpha says he's going with the first name he ever did. Do you know which name that is? Connor?
No.
So maybe, well, he'll probably join. We'll find out.
So, yeah. If you want us to keep track of your scores long term, please keep track. Case in point.
I'm a banana.
I am a wow. It's like a mirror.
My dick.
My dick.
It's a three-eyed monster. Press everybody's hand.
Or a one-eyed monster.
You could go with that one and have your own dildo to go along with it.
Show me your
What one?
dildos. Oh, Sperminator. Is that Alpha? I'm assuming.
Yes, usually.
Cody.
All right, hold on, son of a bitch. I got Cody. I got my dick. I don't have Sperminator.
It's Alpha.
Are we sure?
So what was he before?
I don't know.
Damn it! Comment in the chat to figure this shit out.
Sperminate is Alpha.
What were you before Terminator?
He was either Dr. Asshole or Corn Pop. I think it was Corn Pop.
What were you before Sperminator?
What were you?
This is my final form.
All right, I think he was a Corn Pop.
I think you're a corn pop.
All right, so I'm switching him to Sperminator
Do
now.
not change your name
Do
again.
not change your name. Keep your name, please, for the love of Christ. Before I blow
I'm
out
gonna
my
change my
brains.
name.
Wahoo! All right, let's go. Let's do this for my dick.
Blah. Down the asshole.
Well, hello. You've stumbled upon Quiplash 3. Fartapalooza.
Oh, Fartapalooza.
My name is Schmidt.
That's-
I'll be taking real
That was
good care
great.
of you. Oh, and if you're not in the game, you can still kind of be in the game. Just punch in the room code and join the audience. Round 1. I'm going to flash 2 prompts on your device. Type something ingenious
Oh, this
that will
is
stand out
Dr.
against
Asshole.
another
Got
player's
it.
response. Then everyone will vote for their fave, and one of you will get an ego boost. Points are awarded based on the percentage of people who went for your answer, so make them count.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me that prompt, bitch.
Or-
I'm going to be very offensive in this one.
What's happening here?
No, it won't fit.
All right. That's going to get us flagged.
Mine is too.
Go for broken.
Funny.
Let's take a peek, shall we?
Oh, so spammy. It's so funny.
At the front of the line is what your mom thinks the word yeet means.
God.
Oh no.
Let's vote.
What do I go with?
Code. The cone on his head.
That wasn't necessarily
Let's
an easy
see how
pick.
they handle.
I just
No,
didn't
it
know.
wasn't.
Prep book nobody wants to see would be devoted to blank. Okay, choose your favorite.
You know, the one on the right is not as sounding as bad as you think. The left one, however, holy shit. The
And
flaccid
we
penis
have
is still art, damn it.
what obscure cryptid monster stalks the streets of Cleveland, Ohio?
Fuck Cleveland. Ohio. Honestly,
The one on the right means so many things.
I know. Oh god. That was a toss-up, honestly.
I think so too.
Browns
But-
fan, Browns, the actual
But Dick
team.
should have-
Looks like.
My dick should have won that one. Oh my god.
All right, choose your favorite.
I know what I'm answering. Yep.
Yeah, right down the middle. I forgot who John Lovitz was. I remembered at the very end.
The worst thing to yell from a clothing store dressing room.
I have Hepries.
Now it gets real. Pick your favorite.
I gotta go with I have Hepries.
Next on the docket,
That's
the
good.
most useless feature. of luxury
Someone help me
cars.
reattach my penis.
Oh!
Now it's time to vote.
It's
for
so
your
true. I was gonna say viewing window.
Same answer.
Yours had the S.
Mhm.
Round one is done, but not forgotten. Let's check the scoreboard.
Good
Oh, yeah.
shit. Good shit. Hey.
Only farther for me to fall.
I see round two in your future, where points will be doubled and stakes will be higher.
I'm kind of retarded.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm. These ones are tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. I think that's why we like this one more, because it actually gave us something to actually think about.
I'm not I liked my last answers better than this one.
My last answer is sending me to hell.
Time's winding.
Shut up, Cookie.
All right, let's begin. And we start with You know your mechanic is ripping you off when they tell you this. Voting time.
I know my answer. Wow.
I mean, technically, that's a good
Essentially,
thing.
that's what they have for these days.
Next, the least helpful tip in Sun Tzu's The Art of War.
Oh, this is gonna be terrible.
All right, people, it's voting time.
An enemy's mouth.
I ran out of characters.
I can go on mine.
And next is the main quality that producers are looking for in a reality TV show
yeah.
participant.
Well, can it be all of them?
Decisions.
I was about to say.
Favorite.
Literally down the middle for me.
Next we
I
have
dumb and slutty.
Print was dying until they put out Blank Magazine. Okay, everybody, pick your
My
favorite
gay
quip.
all day.
Play with my gay all day.
Shit Eater Magazine. It's like a scratch and sniff.
It's a multi-purpose. It's down the middle.
What's up, Kenny 49ers?
Without further ado, the most depressing New
Oh.
Year's resolution. All right, vote for
Do not
Pokemon
stick the
first.
landing when jumping out.
That's not a resolution.
That's why I picked it. The stickiest of towels from the most of fun.
And now, something Gwyneth Paltrow has in her
Oh,
nightstand,
no.
probably. And now, pick your favorite.
Never clicked one so fast.
Yeah,
Funny, they're actually the same thing.
right?
Or she calls them the same thing.
Was round 2 as good for you as it was for me? Let's find
Shut
out.
the fuck up.
I would say you got a bunch of points that round. You should be happy.
I'm not.
Get ready for Criplash. One last chance to redeem yourself. I'm going to send each of you a prompt that requires
Fucking
3
insane.
separate responses. You
Oh,
are
yeah.
right.
All right, hold on.
Oh my god. Hurry up, pick Venus and
Try
Spunky
to
Bunny.
give me a minute.
No,
You
Alright.
have
now.
37 seconds, Heather.
I
32.
can do things in less.
31. 30.
What?
Okay, it's time.
This is hard, all right? It was wicked hard.
The 3 worst materials to build your house out of.
Oh god.
Hey,
Time to pick the one you like
well,
best.
We have a certain audience.
We do. We do.
Kind of just dawned on me there. I mean, it's kind of all the same.
oh no, everything's gone wrong for me. Yeah.
Yep, right down the middle, as it should be. Yep.
Yum, yum, yum.
There are 3 types of people in the world: blank, blank, and blank. Here's the fun part. Pick your favorite quip.
I voted for the dumb slutty politicians. You should
New
too.
Terms for the word orgasm.
Oh no.
Dick diarrhea.
Climax
You know what I think?
Right,
You know what I
which one you
think?
like best?
I know who put in the arriving dick diarrhea and blowing chunks. I can tell you that already. I figured. I fucking figured. That's something he would.
Again, we attract a certain fan base.
Nothing to do now but see
wonder why.
those final scores.
We also hang out with a certain people, the certain fan base.
Ah, my dick!
God damn it!
Oh.
My dick is arriving.
How did my dick get up there?
Best I've seen my dick
Finally
do.
won one. You can stop bitching about it now.
That's the best I've
This is
seen. my dick
Quiplash
do.
3, right?
This is
Yes.
Quiplash 3, yes. Exit. Bach.
My dick with the victory.
Who wants to pick next, and do you want to pick from this one? And don't ask me to load up the picker, because I'm not going to do it.
Play
Why?
one more, and then I'm gonna go lay down.
What else is in this one?
Not much. Champed up, but it's a drawing game. We
Yep.
played a lot of drawing games last time.
And let's pick another pack.
Yeah.
There is 8 that has Wheel of Enormous Proportions. We played that last time. It has Job. I remember that game.
Oh yeah, Job was
There's-
great. Job. Let's do Job. Job was a lot of fun. It disappeared on me and disappeared
Yeah, 'cause it's
on
another-
me.
Son of a bitch.
The wheel of enormous proportions.
The pole mine was pretty fun too, so maybe we'll do that next.
Cool. Whatever you want.
Do love me a good poll.
Blow job.
Yes, job.
I think this is one of the ones that like got us all laughing the hardest at one point.
Digaba. Why can't I spell?
It said G, not H.
Drag your name. Okay. That's confusing me. I'm gonna be this.
Yeah, it's a lot of unnecessary steps. All right, we got Spummy Bunny. We got my dick. We need Sticky Towel. Oh, wait, no, Sticky Towel's there too. There's Cody.
Cody. We got a Cody sighting. Kenny, get in here. Kenny. Dr. Asshole.
Ooh,
Who's
Dr.
Dr.
Asshole's
Asshole?
in the game. And Kenny's in here too.
Do you guys remember who Dr. Asshole is?
I don't know, but Dr. Asshole was on the board previously, so Kenny, you're in the game. So remember, if you guys ever want to play in the future, we are going to keep track of these for the
We'll
league.
try to do them every Sunday night, unless I'm not available to host because I have
Yeah.
the game.
And don't fret if you can't make certain games and whatnot, but if
It'll
you can,
go on
awesome.
for a long time.
Right. We keeping track of stats, baby.
Welcome, potential hires. We're thrilled you applied for this exciting employment
this a man?
opportunity. If you haven't
Alpha,
yet-
No idea.
Alpha, I'm gonna beat you. You did not listen to anything we said.
Boss buddy.
Change your name again.
What, he's Dr. Asshole?
Yes.
I can
God
tell
damn it.
you're all great candidates.
fine.
Unfortunately, there's a whole bunch of you and only one job.
Just keep his separate
It's
names. You'll
incredibly
never win
stressful.
anything. It'll be like one win
Yep.
here, one win there.
Entirely new hiring process. I'm going to interview you all at once and force you to judge each other. Whew, I feel more relaxed
You'll have to
already.
spread his wins out, that's what I'm saying.
Clear my calendar. It's time to get to
We know Dr. Asshole is you.
My first rule of management, I only hire my dearest, closest friends. So let's get to know each other.
Oh, shut the fuck
All
up.
right.
I want to have sex with this thing.
answer it any way you want.
You too, huh?
No
All right.
rules. Except this one rule. You gotta use at least 5 words, okay? If you're no good at chit chat, you're no good to me. That's my first rule of management.
All right.
Okay.
That just sounds wrong.
Oh, what the fuck just happened?
I had to do a second one, motherfucker.
Hey, you're halfway through the timer.
Fine, get rid of that word. Really, they wouldn't let me use the word cunt. Okay.
Surprising considering the words I was able to use.
Here we go. So as good as it's gonna get.
Time's almost up.
I'll just spoil this right now. One of the questions that was asked was that what was your favorite like children's book? And just to fill in words, I just said Goodnight Moon is a piece of shit.
I
Right now we'll
have
just file
completed.
your answers.
You mean you're arriving?
Mm-hmm.
I'm completing.
I'm arriving. I'm blowing chunks.
Now that we're all friends, I'm sending my first incisive interview questions to your device. But instead of typing your responses, you'll be using words from your fellow interviewees to answer the questions. Are you loving this as much as I am? Tap any word you see to add it to your response. If you make a mistake, tap the word again to remove it. You can also drag words around to rearrange them.
Thanks,
Can't
water
find the right
bottle.
words for what you want to say? Then quit
Stop hitting on her.
complaining and say something else. The first rule of management
Hit.
is go
Love
with
me.
the flow.
Them. I know you're thirsty, but Jesus. Oh, this is gonna be great. God.
Oh God, there's more.
I'm here to inform you that you've used half of your time.
All right. Every time it says half your time, I feel like my time is up. So I start rushing. And
I
then look
don't
up,
know.
And it's fucking 30 seconds remaining.
It's if you know the timer's there, so you feel the crunch of it.
Look at her. She.
Connor's reading a fucking book over there.
I know.
You should hurry. Time's running out.
Connor, a memoir.
Makes no fucking sense.
Neither do mine. So
Wait, did we lose people?
Maybe.
Nope.
I don't fucking know
And
what's
it was the
happening.
last
Let's
one
see what
waiting.
we've
Oh.
got here.
bubbles.
What's a charitable cause that's close to your heart? Now this is a tough choice, and since choice making is so valuable, why don't you guys show me you can
Their
do it?
office is the best.
Cast your
Fucks
vote now.
Danny in their eye. God damn it, guys! Try to make it make sense.
The dangling balls that when your balls okay. Yes.
Cool. Using words from 3 different people is worth a bonus.
You got rainbow bonus, gay lord.
For my balls.
How do you handle conflict?
I love the right one. Chicks with things. I've seen shitty things. Oh, fuck. That was funny.
Kenny!
I get points.
What's your ideal power outfit?
There's only one answer.
Damn it.
I really like dominate, believe in shit.
Tell me about a time you exhibited leadership qualities.
Oh no.
Walking a kid into a vagina with bears. Dolphins fuck everything and prostitutes. Tell it was a dildo and dirty virgins. What the fuck?
God damn! There's just a bunch of retarded words.
What makes you tick?
Oh no.
Good night, Moon kind of pissed I off. Sorry. I know what they were going with. It was close. But slapping someone so hard they feel pain all over the dick is goddamn genius.
What the fuck? I picked the other one. Oh my god, I pissed I off.
What's the difference
Oh
between
my
being
god, I
and
couldn't
alone?
breathe. Casper's fuck everyone he's slapping someone so hard. You feel pain all over the dick.
What are you most passionate about?
Pain all over the dick.
The drugs part. The drugs part. Fuck Danny's shining brown eye. Swamp butt on the street corners. Split down the middle.
I'll take it.
Take swamp butt.
On the street corners. The way I like it.
Oh, my stomach hurts.
Speaking of jobs, let's see who's most likely to get one.
Oh god.
Jenny.
Damn.
Jeez, all these numbers.
Give
are
me a bonus, you
stressful, right?
fucking wet bitch.
Cool outfit semester.
Fuck the wrong hole.
Same as before. Respond any way you want. Just don't skip on the details. Put some meat on those word bones.
Oh god, more?
Yes, 4.
Stevens, somebody parked in my private spot, and even worse, they parked my car there. Oh, wait, never mind.
You should be halfway done now, okay?
Don't judge me by my answers. Actually, please, Judge. They're terrible. We're gonna get in trouble on this one.
Well, the thing is you still have to make up sentences using the words of what you answered with.
Hurry up, you don't
By the way, you could drag words from the question that is asked too. By the way,
Yes.
fun little trick.
This is exactly what I hoped each of you would say.
Peace.
Round 2 of questioning. This time, I want to know how you would handle some tough workplace scenarios. Remember, you can use
What?
any word you see on your device in your answer. Try grabbing a word from the question itself. The only limit is your imagination. And also
Never.
there's a time limit.
You should be halfway done now, okay?
Hey, let me out.
Hold on, no. God damn it.
Finish your answer before time runs out.
Shut the fuck up. This one I just had no fucking.
Yeah, I'm running empty.
Eh. Jesus.
Yeah, I ran out of time.
Okay,
That
let's
took a lot. That took a lot.
Everyone's laughing about something in the kitchen. What are they laughing at? Go ahead and vote already. This round,
I mean,
will
come
try
on.
you even more.
Asher and your brown boho naked is funny.
Synergy.
Ugh.
Today's book club discussion is getting heated. How do you contribute to the discourse?
Shit in the book to dominate. Oh, that's a tough one. That is a fucking tough one. That was hard.
Will you please be the dick out of my shit?
The manager, even though you were next in line. How do you respond?
Oh my god.
He lives.
It erupted. I am erupting.
Yeah.
I am Mount Vesuvius.
Synergy.
Stickiest of towels.
I still gave him points.
Someone has been urinating in the supply closet, and
Oh.
you know who it is. What do you do?
Join in.
That Law and Order one might be one of the best ones we've added.
Yes.
Dr. Asshole.
Get my dick out, throw their shit on soup.
You had your picture taken for your work badge, and it's awful. What do you do?
Get your dick out. Oh.
Sniffing Joe.
Sniffy. Sniffalicious.
If your mom worked here, what department would they be good for?
Oh God.
Oh no.
I see prostitutes. They fire.
To a fucking forest. They're both good. I don't know.
They really are.
Trent took a corner slice of Becca's birthday cake without asking. What's your next move?
Let's fucking kill Trent. I just imagine someone saying on the right, "Smoke bears, yogi fucking mammal ass." Like, are you okay, sir? Oh my God.
I see you
Who's Trent?
afterwards. Just about any text you see on your device is fair game.
Smoke bear. Smoke him if you got him.
A lot of teamwork. Let's see who
Fucking
takes
hell.
I'm going lower. How's that possible?
Legally, I have to tell you that none of this is binding until a contract is in place. Blah blah blah. Let's do one more icebreaker.
Like how Dr. Asshole's thing is a fucking
Don't
screw.
overthink it. Just put down whatever enters your
I
mind.
think so, yeah.
Unless you were thinking about everything you've ever said and trying not to be paralyzed with regret.
Stop calling me out. At this point, I'm writing ridiculous answers that have nothing to do with the questions being asked, just to make sure that the words are available for you guys to use.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
I just wish they showed you what we actually wrote to the questions first.
Including things I legally shouldn't know. Okay, it's the final round, and it appears we're missing something. Your resumes. Probably my fault. A rat got in my desk drawer, and everything in there is his now. But you know what? I don't need resumes. Just finish the personal statement that's already started on your device.
Oh, no.
This is your last chance to wow me, and I love being wowed.
Oh my God, you get so restrictive. Is it restrictive? No, it's not.
No.
It just fooled me.
Half your time is up.
Here we go.
Oh, I didn't have enough time.
All right, business time. Choose your
It
favorite-
fucked me. Oh, I
I hope
fucked
the
me.
bird exploded. I know slicing 17 dicks and 17 dicks. Fuck this.
I
Help you
fucked
get
me.
your piece. I know chicks with dick dance. Oh shit! I didn't have a chance to vote.
It's the last round, and the board has
I,
approved
I,
a
I, when I
generous bonus to
took
your
dick out.
score.
Never mind.
No, what? Are we talking about the same thing here?
Yep.
All right.
The economy.
Hold on. What? Oh, shitty prom things. The queen fucks from Quebec. I know piss, ass, spewing vagina, jizz, palm, blood. I hope Diddy's literally shove oil bait. Justin Bieber's cabinet.
Piss, ass, spewing vagina, just pull mongoloid blood. What's going on with you, man?
Number of candidates, so I'm putting our top 3 together.
Oh boy. I know. Hey, you ass. That might be my favorite one. I know. Hey, you ass. I hope that you coming into my kids. I know. Danny banged their corpses.
That's all over the place.
No. Dr.
Dr.
Asshole.
Asshole. Dr. Asshole's gonna get a win here. I can feel it.
I think you're right.
That's all I needed. I wish we had the budget to hire all of you and still pay for my yearly bonus, but we don't.
Oh. It was close there, though.
Get a lot more close at the end.
Goes to
Dr. Asshole.
Congratulations.
The drill.
You're
The drill.
my senior corporate ship sifter.
That's great. All right, you're on the board, sir.
Welcome to the team. Oh, and Ryan, you're fired.
Come on.
All right. Well, unfortunately for myself too, I believe I have to
think
head
that's
to
a good
bed.
stopping point for us all.
Yeah.
Normally, we'll
Yeah.
probably try to get at least 2 or 3 of these games in every Sunday, and we got 2, which is good.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging
Congrats.
out, and thanks for everybody joining. Holy shit, we got
Yeah.
more people in this one than before.
So
Yeah.
we'll probably be back again Wednesday with another HG D&D. We're gonna do some more exploration. Looking forward to that. Then HGGM, and then we're right back here again for Sunday's No Bucks Given. So maybe some stuff in between. Subscribe and keep your notifications on to know when we go live.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, all.